I feel like then if I do that, I'm not being myself. Like if I try to, oh, NYC rap is, NYC music is for, let's say, you gotta rap, you gotta, you know, like the big guys, like the guys who came before us did it, you know, and it's like, then I feel like music have changed so much that if I try to be this whole, oh, New York gotta be rappers, like rappers, and you're not being yourself. Like, I don't like doing that. I like going in the studio and putting a beat and doing how I feel, not sticking to the regular, oh, 16 bars, 12 bars, a hook, and you gotta double all the hooks to make it sound because you're from New York. No, it's like, like, music has changed so much, and I feel like us, the younger guys, are like changing up music, and it's like, if I start rapping like that, then the younger kids are not gonna pay attention to it. Those are the ones that are really on their phones every day, listening to the music and streaming it.
The Daily Gems. Yeah!
I mean, I feel like if you want to look at every hood in New York, they always have a famous rapper or a celebrity coming out of it. And I always felt like Dyckman was always shadowed with that. Like, everybody go party over there, all the clubs, basketball games, but there's no artist or any big person coming out of it. So I feel like now that I took that position, so now everybody show me love because nobody never had that before. So now it's like I'm the town, like savior, I can actually say, for real, because nobody, we never had that. So now that everybody's looking at me like, yo, this is this young dude who's putting on for us. He is from the hood. He grew up with us. So why not? You feel me? Well, 3 Commas actually my team, 6 of us, 6 members, and we made the team up a couple years ago when we just all started hanging out, going to parties, and we all came together. And then my boy was like, yo, you're doing music, but we're not even focusing on the party and stuff now. Let's focus more on the music. So we actually converted 3 Commas from a group of boys who's hanging out to, now it's more of a music thing. And then I took it more serious. So I came up with the logo, which is a 3 and a 3D, like in the bubble comma right next to it. So we actually came with the slogan like billionaire mindset.
I like that.
A lot of people don't understand when they hear 3 Comma, they just think of a number, but it's actually $1 billion. I mean, because I don't want to hire nobody I don't know. I feel like it's supposed to be the dudes I trust to handle those positions for me. For example, why would I hire an assistant when I could just have one of my boys that I trust with, like, they're around me, I trust these dudes, I call these dudes my brother, running for me. So it's like, that's what I'm trying to do now with everybody. Just like, I'm giving everybody their position now, even though things are not big how they supposed to, but it's gonna get there. But I know when that time come, everybody gonna be ready for it. I mean, the basketball game, that's one.
Okay.
A lot of people talk about them. You see every celebrity going there. The clubs, we got the best food. Like, you literally go to Dyckman, you go from the best Dyckman pizza, Johnny's, all the way to the cachapa spot or the sushi spot.
Swell. Uptown.
You got like Inwood Park, which is you go to the back, you can go there, there's a view of the water. And we got stores, and we got the, you know, the best loud.
Home of the Hayes, baby.
So, you know how it is. Well, when I was younger, I used to do, alright, so it's crazy, I was thinking about this last night. So there was 2 dudes that I actually met when I was younger, and they used to rap, but in Spanish. Okay. So they asked me one day, do you rap? And at the moment, I didn't rap, but just me wanted to fit in and be like, yeah, I rap. I told them, yeah, I rap. I wrote something, and the next day, and I never forget the rap. Like, I was thinking about it yesterday, like, yo, I remember the rap that I wrote.
Well, I want to know.
And I was like, you know what? I went to high school and I fell in love with aviation. Like, I wanted to be a pilot. So I actually took courses and I did all of that regarding the aviation. The program shut down. So I started just, you know, falling in love with the music because I met a couple of guys who was doing music at the time. And from there, I just kept on. I moved, came back to New York. That's when I really took it serious. I was like, well, I'm 23 now. I was like 19 at the time. I don't want to say it, but I remember it. Yo, like, for real, bro. I was literally thinking about this like night. Yo, like, I remember the first couple lines, and I was like, you know what? That's for me to, like, keep to myself and just trip about it on my own. When I go to the studio, I don't try to sound like everybody else. I go in there and develop my own craft. So, I mean, when it comes to that aspect, I feel like any opportunity that get thrown at me, I'll take it, no matter if it's performing at a freaking arena in London or to just doing little venues for like 10 people. I don't mind. I'll take any opportunity. It varies, cause I could just it could be right now. It could be after this. I feel so good about everything that I want to write right away or go to the studio, or it could be something didn't work out, or it could be I'm in a great mood. It's like I don't have I gotta be sad to write or I gotta be turned up to write. Nah, like I live, eat, breathe, sleep music. So at any moment I'm in attack mode. When I went to London and opened up for G Unit, it was my first time ever performing. Literally, like I went from like this kid on the plane and just thinking like, yo, I'm gonna perform in front of like thousands of people, bro. It wasn't even like a regular stage. I'm talking about like a arena, like the O2 arena, bro. Like, and just standing on that stage, and I was like, yo. But I did it, and then that was a learning experience. Cause now I always think about that moment, like, yo, I was just upcoming rapper, and I opened up for G Unit. Like, these are stuff that people who've been rapping for years haven't done. So that just like opened up my mind and tell me like anything is possible. I wouldn't even go back. It's a learning experience, you know. I feel like I learned from that, like, and just me even thinking about it, like I did stuff that wasn't like that I wouldn't do now, but it's just like if I go back and correct myself, it's like everything that's happening now probably wouldn't go on. Cause I feel like I had an issue back then that I used to be too gassed, just because somebody would give me a compliment, and then me failing and learning how to do it again just made me humble down. I wouldn't go back to the past. It happened. I learned from it. I feel like if I would have went back to the past and I would have told myself, you got to do this, you got to do that, I'm just like, everything that's going on now would have never happened. I actually went to a recruiting office. Like, that was really, besides music, that was really my thing. And it also became more of my thing because my parents allowed it. So they were so excited, oh, my son is going to be a pilot, this, that, and they see me taking courses. And then when I started doing music, they fell back. That's regular, you know, Spanish parents, oh, you got to go to school, no music, whatever. And I was like, yo, like, and then they got to the point that, damn, if I'm not happy, you guys not going to be happy with what I'm doing. Like, I always, and now I learned that I put that on myself. I don't care what it is. If I'm not happy doing it, I'm not doing it. If I'm not happy working a 9 to 5, I'm not doing it. I don't like going to school. I'm not doing it. I love music. I love being on cameras. I love getting pictures taken. I love that. So why would I stop doing what I do to satisfy what my family wants for me to do? At the end of the day, we all gonna die. So what happens, God forbid they die and I'm stuck being a pilot, miserable in my life. You understand? I just don't. I keep it like, I'm very personal. So I keep certain things in life so private. So like if you go to my Instagram, you won't see pictures of my family. You won't see pictures of my friends. You won't see me chilling on the block. You don't see none of that. You won't see who's with me, who's rocking with me. You won't see my circle. You see is Shimmy and music. Because that's what I want y'all to see. I feel like when I'm ready to give the world a little more of me, then I gladly will. But as of right now, I'm just so focused. I feel like when you coming up, that's the most important stage, because as soon as you blow, any slip up you have while coming up will come to the light, and it could kill your career or it could affect you. And then anything you say, that's why I always like I don't do too much, because I feel like everything you say will always come back
360
to bite
full
you
circle.
Yeah. I don't watch TV at all, but when I do watch TV, it's like I like movies. As of lately, I've been watching a lot of soap opera on Netflix. Like
telenovela ass nigga.
So yeah, like I love that. I'm more of a sci-fi type of guy. Like I love Marvel and stuff like that. Action movies, comedian. I hate horror movies. I don't like them. I don't know what it is. I just get paranoid. I don't know what it is. I just stay away from.
That's that
movies.
loud fucking with your dog.
I always been like me. Like I always worked with everybody, and I always been to other states and worked with other artists. I just came back from Toronto, worked with other artists over there. In London, I worked with artists over there. So it's like, once you in Miami also, like once you in those different environments, like I'm always the type of guy that when you, like, especially when you come from New York, it's not about being cocky. Sometimes the mentality, you start thinking like, I'm the best rapper coming out. But then when you start working with other artists in other states, you be like, yo, like, there's talent over here and they dope, you know? So I just learn a lot from everybody. Even when I work with an engineer, I'll see what plugin he used that my engineer don't use. And it's all about like, yo, I could take that back home. And, but not like you stealing it either. Like, yo, I'm young. I'm just like, my brain is still a sponge. So I'm still learning. And as I'm working with everybody got different sounds. Like when I went to Toronto, the sound over there was like similar to what I'm doing. And I never met these guys. And everybody always tell me, oh, Shimmy sound is like singing and rapping and harmony. And then when I go to Toronto, everybody's like, not everybody, but a lot of artists is doing that same type of sound. It's like, yo, it's dope because you think you're the only one doing it. And then when you work with other artists, like, yo, like there's other dope artists out there too. So I learned a lot when it comes to that aspect.
On the next episode of Above the Radar, we've got HD Bit Dope. Woo! Make sure to tune in and comment and subscribe. Hit that notify. You come around over here, we gonna tell you mother.
Wow.